Every day I try to become a better person, do things a little bit better than what I did yesterday. And one of the things that I think about, try to get better and better every day, and a foundation of what I want my life to be about, is a word called integrity. And I ask myself very hard questions, and I have to answer them because I have to answer to myself and what I believe in. And I want to ensure that I have integrity in everything that I do. But to ask myself the right questions, I need to, realize what integrity is, and then what do I do when life challenges me to not have integrity. Of course, the dictionary version, integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, moral uprightness, honesty, honor, good character, upstanding, ethics, morals, things like that. One of the things that was ingrained to me in the United States Navy is that integrity is doing the right thing, especially when nobody is watching. And that's big. There's reasons. Of course, anytime somebody, myself included, loses integrity, there's reasons people have, excuses. It could be to save time, cut corners and be faster, maybe even due to pride. There's an aspect of laziness. It's hard work to do things the right way. Being impatient, wanting instant gratification. You don't respect others to give them your best. I'll go more into that too. Or you don't respect yourself to give yourself the best you can do. Your expectations of yourself are low. You don't have strong integrity foundation, so it blows away in the wind. You haven't practiced something over and over and over again and seen results of acting the right way for a long period of time. You think just because you're going to live right for one day, it's going to yield results of things that happen when you have integrity for a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Or simply you don't believe integrity matters in all cases. Like it's okay if you cut corners here, or if you don't exactly tell the truth somewhere else. A lot of times excuses, integrity are external. I'll just speak for me, and using somebody else or an outside situation as an excuse on why I've chosen not to do the right thing. And that's not right. See, integrity is just doing the right thing no matter what. And I'm responsible for that every single day. And you need to do the right thing with all people in all things, especially those that don't treat you right. I know it's hard because it's easy to treat people right that treat you right, and it's easy to get yourself in a mindset saying that it's okay to mistreat other people that mistreat you. But A, that's not right, because right is right no matter what. And B, how in the world are you going to change this world and win people over for the right reasons the right way if you don't exhibit good qualities? How are you going to win over the hearts of others unless you're willing to do something different? Change happens when you rise above and do the rare, loving your enemy. So they have an example, and you don't build an excuse for them. Having integrity also helps build trust. Even with those same people I'm talking about, people you don't get along with per se, that trust still builds in a level of respect. I know there are some people in the Navy where I didn't like those people at all. There's some people I just did not like, but I could still trust that they were going to do their job the right way that I had to depend my life on. So even though I didn't like them, they might have had some hobbies or might have said something or whatever it might be that I didn't like, I still found a level of trust with them. I did my job right, they did their job right, and we could still depend on each other. We just didn't hang out and drink beers together and things. But having integrity builds trust, and that still helps build a strong team. I think that's important. Don't be fooled. Just because you have integrity doesn't mean that you need to have the answer for everything. People are going to want to put more on you because they know it's going to put you in an awkward position if you try to come up with an answer for everything. You don't necessarily have to have an answer for everything. You just need to have an answer for what you do and why you do it. And that answer needs to be right within you. You have to be right with your answer. You have to feel right about what you're presenting. You have to feel that you're actually presenting your best no matter what the other circumstances are. Which then allows for you to feel right with whether the outcome is, because then you've given your best. You put everything on the table. You weren't dishonest about nothing. And if somebody else chooses something else, well, so be it. That's what they choose. But it wasn't because you weren't a person of high moral character and values that you're living every day. When you have integrity, you either call out or you get called out with tough love, and that's okay, because sometimes you're going to be wrong. You have to admit it and not use other people as an excuse, and that's fine. I personally don't like when people are nice to you to your face and then they cut you down behind your back. It's going to happen, I know. The people that will call me out, the people I keep closer to me, are the ones that are willing to stick around after they drop that accountability bomb. But I'll still evaluate myself to make sure I'm living a life of integrity, but who I allow to keep me in check changes depending on how they also respond to things as well. How do you maintain integrity? Well, of course you do the right things. One thing I think about doing the right thing comes from thinking the right things. You are what you do, and you do what you think. So you can't have bad thoughts and pretend like you're a person of integrity. Yeah, you can check the box and do all the right things, but ultimately you're going to talk yourself into doing what you think, and so you have to recondition your mind. Recondition your mind to thinking the right things, therefore you do the right things for the right reasons. And that goes into every aspect of life. I don't care if it's financial or relationship based or whatever. I can go into a lot of that, but I'm not going to. The last part here is you can decide at any moment that you will be a person of integrity in everything. Some people won't let you forget where you've fallen short. But instead of getting mad at those people, deal with it. Those people are going to exist. You're not going to get rid of those people. There's some people that just hold on to stuff for a long, long time. Remember when you did this 10 years ago. Deal with it. Don't get mad about it. If anything, find a way to use that as an everyday reminder of where you came from. And every day, distance yourself from that person 10 years ago that made those mistakes, that gave that person that opinion. Now, you don't necessarily have to answer to that person. You don't have to convince that person that you've changed, that you're a better, a different person, but you can remind yourself that, yeah, hey, 10 years ago, I was like this, and I don't agree with that. I don't think that was right for myself. And who's the best critic? Who's the best person to invoke change in your own life than yourself? And when you realize that you haven't been living right, look at yourself and distance yourself from that person you don't want to be. And allow for those people that are judging you to turn whatever negative stuff that they got going on into a positive in your life. And be thankful for it. Be thankful for that reminder of that judgment. And then move forward. So, the idea is to be a man of integrity in everything that I do every day and get better and better and better at it every single day. I just want to continue to do my best, happy with the outcomes, and let the chips fall where they may, so I live life with no regrets.